What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to do the story of the Atlanteans, the Mermails, and the Fire Kings. So we start out with the Mermaids Home, which is known to be within the Forgotten Temple of the Deep, and Lemuria, the Forgotten City. So what happens is, a lot of people don't know this, but it's actually confirmed now, that the Light Sworns actually used to have the Realm of Light, and that's what became Lemuria. If you see the walls over here, the structure up here, you can see at the very top, it's the same structure, same walls. So Lemuria is actually Realm of Light over the years that's sunk into the water. So we have all these places that are very iconic that over time, perhaps after a great battle, as you see in Judgment Dragon's art, there's already buildings torn down, and perhaps a great battle happened and Judgment Dragon left. His effect is to destroy everything, so besides himself. So perhaps he had to be used as a great weapon to stop evil. So there are many things that live in this city. It's a great cultural divide because the Mermails are actually a peaceful race that detest war but are ready for war. They're very equipped for battle, but they hate it. So you have these two cards, which is the turtle who will become god and the turtle. They're the names backwards, so one of the names doesn't make sense. But basically, you have this turtle who will one day become god and perhaps watches over from above, since he doesn't have to be in the water. And all the way back to Phantom of Darkness is the first time you see a Atlantean. But in Raging Battle, you also see in the background you see these white structures, and it's presumed that Deep Sea Diva also looks very much like a mermail. That maybe she's down there with them. So we get into the actual lore, and we have the Mermails, and they are a great force. They have many different jobs. As you see, she's like a spy. She can go out. Pikeman is basically a defender, and you have the ruler, Abyss Trite. As you see, she has her crown, she has the trident, she has her weapon. So you have the ruler of the Mermails, and then you have other creatures. Like I said, it's a great cultural hodgepodge, and they're equipped for war, but they don't like war. They're a peaceful race. They all live in Lemuria, and of course Megalo, one of the fan favorites, because of what he did. So now we get into the Atlanteans. We have Sea Emperor Dragon Poseidra, and he is the ruler of the Atlanteans. He's not a weapon for them, he is their ruler. And so you also have the Fire Kings, and here we have the evolution of Garunix. Basically the main... He's the Fire King High Avatar, so everything seems to be avatars of the Fire King, and when I have never actually seen the Fire King, I don't know if it's OCG or if they're all avatars or they draw their power from this ancient thing, but basically all the Fire Kings live here on the Fire Island, and the Atlanteans are at constant war. The Atlanteans have something to prove. They want to take over everything and rule supreme, and this Fire Island just has this thing about them that they want to destroy. They want to take it over. They want it for themselves. And so the Fire King and all the Fire King's avatars, well, not the Fire King, all the Fire King avatars are there to defend it. So you have Barong, you have Kirin, and you have Yaksha, and they're all on the island, and you can see them all. They're all defending. These are the four cards within this picture, and that's all we really know. So these four guys, because of their uphill and they have the land advantage, are able to fend off Poseidra for the longest. And so we go back to PTD, and we see in some of the Atlanteans' arts that they've tried to assault Lemuria while it was still underwater. You have pikemen and you have infantry. They've tried to take the Mermails and make them under their own force. So what the Mermails have that they really want, as shown in Abyss Squall, is this weapon that can control the weather. You can literally make tsunamis, you can make natural disasters, hurricanes, you can control the earth with this weapon, it's said. And as you see, it took 3 of the Mermails to use this weapon. And so the abyss monsters really, like I said, don't like war, but they are equipped to fight. And they've been making weapons, they've been making armors, and you've seen the armors on some of the cards. And so eventually they you might see part of it in the background, but Lemuria is forced out of the water by tectonic plates shifting. Lemuria no longer stays underwater. What once was the realm of light has resurfaced from the ocean, and the Mermails are forced out of their home, out into the open. And as you see now, certain Atlantean cards are out in the open waters attacking and capturing Mermails. So these forces are out in the open sea, and they capture the Mermails. The Mermails are no longer free to do as they please. They are under Atlantean rule. So Poseidra now gains the weapons of the Mermails, and as you see on his neck, he has that weapon. So I don't know if that's actually the weapon, because as you'll see, he evolves, and I don't think it's the same weapon, but it looks like it actually. So they evolve, and as you see on his band, he has that, and the power of these weapons, and he gains the crown, evolve Poseidra into Abyss Gaios. So as you see, the entire bottom half of Mermail Abyss Gaios is the same, and so basically he rules over the Mermails now. They take over the Mermails, and they regain they with their newfound army and the force on the Mermails. They begin to attack Fire Island. And fight as they might, I'm pretty sure, even though it doesn't say the outcome, since they were on pretty equal footing before, with the weapons gained and the Mermails now under the control of the Atlanteans, the Fire Kings pretty much don't stand a chance. And Abyss Gaios now, who was Poseidra, basically just rains these attacks. So that is the story of the Mermails, the Fire Kings, and the Atlanteans. 2 races at war, one to defend, one to conquer, takes over another race in order to basically take the world for themselves. So thanks for watching. Let me know what lore you would like to see in future videos. Let me know what you would like to see done with these videos also.